sometimes you lose. And, I think I'm batting about 400 right now. Somewhere around there. I'm doing quite well, especially for a hillbilly, junior military college educated, paralegal hillbilly fuck like myself. Um, not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. We have drafted our other, well, I can't get, this is the strategy, guys. I might have to go on vacation for a week or two, just so I can draft my 1983 Monel. The big one, right? The May 9th break-in, the May 19th, July 5th, July 10th beatdown, all the malicious prosecution that followed, as well as the discovery preservation order, and the January 9th break-in, 2026. So all of that, what's that? 5 dates, plus the ROA, iChat, discrepancies, the whole 9 yards. I mean, we really have a fucking massive monster 12-inch double-decker lawsuit here, right? I mean, we really have just a fucking behemoth, So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just, I gotta sue Rob Darwich and the Wayne PD. I gotta sue him for Laura Starr. I gotta sue him for. How are you gonna trespass somebody from the polling location? That's a bit. Like I said, the whole thing, man. The whole thing. It's all retaliatory. It's all malicious, right? I'm on the property. I'm in the parking lot taking pictures of signs, right? Illegal signs, right? For my lawsuit, for my documentation. And then, of course, I want to thank Mr. Rob Darwich. I don't know who his boyfriend was or who that homosexual that was talking to me, yelling, trying to be a tough guy, getting in my face. That was comical. Like, I don't even work out, guys. I haven't worked out fucking years, right? And none of what they do, like that macho guy, tough guy shit, none of that impresses me. None of that in the slightest. I mean, Rob Darwich is a juice head, right? He's a steroid head. You can tell by his trapezius muscles and his shoulders, right? His deltoids and his traps, because those have the highest amounts of androgen receptors. So all of the steroid freaks, you can tell they're on the sauce when you look at their shoulders and their triceps. Or, not their triceps, but their trapezius muscles, right? So that's the telltale sign, the shoulders and the traps. And, Rob Darwich, he's a steroid junkie. So he was upset. I don't know why. I mean, I was just thanking him. I was thanking him for the temporary signs out in front of the Hype Center, right? For, winning my lawsuit for me, helping to contribute to winning it. I was just blown away, that, the city, he had four, they had 3 or 4 signs up, just the other day when I was documenting, and then they got, 4 or 5 more up, and you're just like, holy shit, man, like, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And, I mean, I'm the bad guy for taking a picture in public, right, of a sign, right? So, obviously Mr. Darwich knows about me and knows that I'm suing him. I've had meetings, I've had private conversations with him in the past. But, he's not a good guy, not a nice guy. Coward. That's what he is. That's a common theme for many in the city of Wayne government. There's a lot of cowards, there's a lot of backstabbers, and there's a lot of people that are just flat out liars, right? They're malicious, they're vindictive, and it's really sad. It's sad that I have to litigate it, but I have no choice. On all of these, I have to litigate Laura Starr. I have to litigate this recent trespass, right, from a polling location. That I got to do a lot. So yeah, I'm not particularly thrilled about it, but it is what it is, guys. I mean, ultimately, in the end, the truth will set us free. It will set us free, and I'll be the bad guy, I suppose, right? I'll be the bad guy, and it's no problem. It's no problem at all. Because in my heart of hearts, I know, my intent behind doing this, and why I'm doing this. It's for a good reason, for very good reason, and sometimes you got to be willing to take the shots, take the hits, right? Take the low blows, right, from people, because everybody's gonna have a million things to say, and of course, very few, if any, are, especially those that are critical, or they actually. It's one thing to be critical like me and put your name in the hat, but it's an entirely different thing to just be critical and not actually be part of the solution, or be actively trying to fix the problems, right? Like Mark Blackwell, he'll bitch and complain and moan because he's Mark Cuckwell, but then that's it. That's all he'll do is bitch and moan and complain. But yeah, fundamentally, I mean, he's not really he might be right about some things. I mean, everyone's right every once in a while, but he's right about some things. He's wrong about a lot of other shit, but he's not part of the solution, right? He's just the opportunist, right? He got his little lawsuit settlement, and now, he's good. Now he's back to, like I said, he's worthless. He's a worthless human being. He's a piece of shit. Mark Blackwell is, and, he got his money. He was, I mean, I'd be thankful for him. He started the, he kind of proved that the city of Wayne engages in malicious, hostile prosecution, retaliatory prosecution, vindictive prosecution. I mean, he kind of proved all that, right? He proved a lot. So, but, he took his settlement and ran with it. He didn't, he didn't go all out with it, right? He didn't see it through the very end, and I'm glad for what he did, but he talks about a lot of the small shit, right? A lot of the trivial shit, minutia, the shit that really doesn't matter. Police cars. Oh, there's some people taking home police cars. And it's all trivial bullshit, and obviously he's not going to put his name in the hat. Obviously he's just all bark and don't bite. So, but he'll criticize anyone who's actually doing it, right? And then my competence is not high, and it's like, well, Mark, dude, I own a more expensive house than you do, buddy. My land's 10 times the size of yours. I mean, you're an ugly motherfucker who's middle-aged, and you live in a bungalow, and you smell like shit and you look like shit, dude, and you're I don't know. I mean, it's just like, you don't threaten me, dude, at all. I mean, I think you're a joke. That's why I call you Mark Cuckwell, right? Because you cucked out. You got your little settlement. Now you're the city council's cuck. So you're Diane Webb's little cuck boy, and that's why you're Mark Cuckwell. I mean, you know how to cuck well, right? Blackwell, I mean, that's just an atrocious last name anyways. I don't even want to say it, because it's what a dog shit last name. But yeah, he gets his little money, and then he runs away, and and then he's it's like, fuck you, I got mine type attitude, right? And that's fine, right? But he sounds slow. He sounds like he's got, like, I don't know, creepy. He creeps me out, is really what he does. And I can kind of see why they didn't want him at City Hall, and all that. Not to say it was right. It was absolutely not right. And obviously he exposed a greater pattern, and so thank God for that. But yeah, I mean, by and large, he's not he ain't it. He ain't it. That's for sure. But God bless him. God bless him. God bless him. But Anthony Miller and all the others, myself, John Zook Jr. We're just a. There's many more, right? Many more people, but it's just a laundry list of people, and I'm not gonna be the last. There's been other people, and there will be other people. But I'm gonna take steps farther than Mark Cuckwell ever could dream of, right? Because ultimately, Mark Cuckwell was just trying to get a payout, right? Where, that's not my primary motivation. My primary, a little bit different there. Mark Cuckwell will hire an attorney, give him 150 grand, get attorney fees. His attorney gets them, and I'm fighting my own battle, and I'm winning, right? Which is it's better, and you're able to actually get more truth out because you're not beholden to a officer of the court, aka a scumbag attorney, an opportunist, a vulture. You're actually can discuss and bring up in motions the things that you want to, right? Things that are relevant, pertinent to you, and certain facts and certain issues that you want addressed, right? Whereas you pay a William J. Mays, they're just gonna, like I said, they have a number, right? When they take these cases, these scumbag attorneys, they have a number in their brain about, oh, this is how much I got to get out of it. This is how much it's worth. This is how much I'm going to get out of it. They get a number in their brain, 2 jury trials, right? Like, so it's just like they get in this kind of rigid, frame of mind, we'll say. And then, when someone like me comes around and says, no, evidentiary hearing, motion to suppress, motion to dismiss, the fact that there's not even a codified ordinance to enforce, that's, that's like one of the big glaring things to bring up. But you don't want to end the case too early, right? Because then you're working yourself out of a job. So yeah, the whole system, like I said, it's just designed to extract wealth, to extract money out of people. It's not designed to actually get to the crux of the issues, the crux of the truth, what actually occurred, what actually happened, what actually is continuing to happen. It's really not, because we go to court in a couple of days and we'll see what the judge does. But he's let the city of Wayne get away with whatever they wanted for months and months and months, and they've defied court orders, defied discovery orders, defied everything they could, and the court hasn't done really anything at all. They'll say, oh, we terminated the probation that was illegally imposed anyways, constitutionally infirm, and it's like, no. Oh, we waived the court costs. No. Still suffering active damages, active harm, ongoing harm from this. So, no. Should, if we have any justice system tomorrow, right? Charges will be vacated, sentence will be vacated. At least the sentence will be vacated. So that way the disposition is nothing, right? There's nothing to input, doesn't exist. And so then there's no way to prejudice me any further. There's no way to actively harm me any further. So, we'll see. We'll see about that. I couldn't tell you, honestly. I couldn't tell you. Him calling us both into court, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Because, the city's argument's ridiculous, right? Bosnick or Miller's argument is, oh, the court doesn't have jurisdiction to correct its own record. And it's like, that's interesting. Interesting shit there, guys. The court doesn't have jurisdiction to correct its own record. You're like, huh. Okay. Well, I responded to that garbage. But it's wild shit, man. I gotta say, wild shit. So we'll see. We'll see, baby. Well, yeah, you know, I got the cypress in the back, and we're gonna put that in the ground here today. And then I think we'll call it good for a while on our new mini forest. I'll take you through it, take you some photos of it. And actually, matter of fact, I'll do that now. We'll do that now. We got to get us a fire going. Get us a nice old fire going. But yeah, what a day, man. You know, you go to City Hall twice now. Man, City Hall is active, man. I got 2 lawsuits that are, you know, toward the lawsuits started. City Hall. Litigation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I come on bleeding. Damn. I just made it up. I don't know. But yeah. What a beautiful day. Get a fire going today. What a beautiful day. I must say it's a beautiful day.